Miyembro ka ba ng isang youth organization? May mga proyekto ba kayong nagawa o ginagawa ngayon para magbigay suporta sa mga kababayan natin sa panahon ng pandemya? Pagkakataon nyo nang sumali sa Search for 10 Accomplished Youth Organizations Awards o TAYO. Ngayong ika-18 taon ng TAYO, nais namin bigyang pagpupugay ang bayanihan ng kabataang Pilipino. Bisitahin lamang ang tayoawards.net/jointayo, fill up ng form at isubmit. Maaari kayong mag-submit ng maraming entries hanggang August 18, 2020. Ang mga tatanghaling awardee ay makakatanggap ng 50,000 pesos na SEA Grant mula sa Coca-Cola Foundation Philippines at San Miguel Corporation. Ano pang hinihintay nyo? Tayo na! Miyembro ka ba ng isang youth organization? May mga proyekto ba kayong nagawa o ginagawa ngayon para magbigay suporta sa mga kababayan natin sa panahon ng pandemya? Pagkakataon nyo nang sumali sa Search for 10 Accomplished Youth Organizations Awards o TAYO. Ngayong ika-18 taon ng TAYO, nais namin bigyang pagpupugay ang bayanihan ng kabataang Pilipino. Bisitahin lamang ang tayoawards.net/jointayo, fill up ng form at isubmit. Maaari kayong mag-submit ng maraming entries hanggang August 18, 2020. Ang mga tatanghaling awardee ay makakatanggap ng 50,000 pesos na SEA Grant mula sa Coca-Cola Foundation Philippines at San Miguel Corporation. Ano pang hinihintay nyo? Tayo na!
Gisingin na ang diwa, salubungin ang umaga. Handa ka na ba? Masdan mo ang daluyong, umaagos ang pagtulong sa kapwa. May sinag sa iyong puso na hindi na maitatago. Ang silong mo'y lisanin na. Liwanag mo'y sisigla kung tayo'y magsasama-sama sa lupa nating naghihingalo. Tayo ang pagbabago, sabay nating suyuin. Mailap na pagkakaisa sa pagsikat ng bagong araw. Buong pusong isigaw na tayo ang pagbabago. Yakapin ang pagkakaiba. Liwanag mo'y sisigla kung tayo'y magsasama-sama sa lupa nating naghihingalo. Tayo ang pagbabago, sabay nating suyuin. Mainap na pagkakaisa sa pagsikat ng bagong araw. Buong pusong isigaw na tayo ang pagbabago, sabay nating suyuin. Mainap na pagkakaisa sa pagsikat ng bagong araw. Buong pusong isigaw na tayo ang pagbabago. Tayo ang pagbabago. Liwanag natin iisa, kaya tayo nang magsama-sama sa lupa nating naghihingalo. tayo ang pagbabago. Sabay nating suyuin, mailap na pagkakaisa sa pagsikat ng bagong araw. Buong pusong isigaw na tayo ang pagbabago. Sabay nating suyuin, mailap na pagkakaisa sa pagsikat ng bagong araw. Buong pusong isigaw na tayo ang pagbabago. Tayo ang pagbabago. Tayo ang pagbabago.
Hello everyone! Good evening! Isa pong medyo maulan na gabi sa ating mga taga-NCR. Ako po ay taga Rizal. Medyo nararamdaman ko na ang ulan mula sa Makati, sa Mandaluyong. Hopefully guys, you are safe and warm in your houses and properly observing physical distancing, social distancing mula sa ating mga kapitbahay. Mamaya-maya sa susunod na lang po, yung mga chikahan at late night usapan sa ating mga kapitbahay dyan. Hopefully, you guys are safe and healthy at this time. And we're nearing our deadline for the search. For tonight, this is our 4th episode for Tayo Talks Online, Friday Fam Nights. And Friday Fam Nights, if this is your first time tuning in on our usual Friday night kwentuhan, it's our take on our usual Friday night hangout with friends. Kung natatandaan nyo pa, nung medyo panahon pa nung joke. For siguro rewind tayo 6 months ago to a year ago, when you're with your friends, kahit pa yan pagkatapos ng school or pagkatapos man sa trabaho, we usually invite our friends for dinner, for coffee, for some inuman if there's a celebration with your group of friends on a Friday night, talking about random stuff, life updates, and whatever you have in mind. Usually it happens on a Friday night. So that's what we want to do. We want to keep up with everyone from our Tayo fam and to those who want to be part of the big Tayo family. That's why we did our Friday fam nights. We want to create conversations on things that matter to you and to me and to those who are watching us. So since this is our 4th episode, for the past 3 weeks that we've been talking and conversing with a lot of guests, I'll just do a quick recap. So our first episode was with Senator Bam Aquino talking about bakit ba may tayo. Our second week, we talked with Com Percy and 3 of our Tayo alumni. Ano bang meron? Kamusta ang mga kabataang Pilipino? Last week, our father-daughter tandem joined us. I'm not sure. But that's probably their first time together in one screen, where Senator Kiko and Kaki Pangilinan, we talked about bakit kabataan, our generation, and generations before of young people. For tonight, we'll be talking about something na laging napapasadahan for the past few weeks. Lagi napapasadahan na the search, Tayo Awards, ano ba yun? To some of you, you might be wondering, what is the search? What is Tayo Awards? And so, for tonight, we'll be talking about everything about the search. Everything about the entry form, everything about Tayo alumni, and whatever questions, whatever your concerns about the search, you can do it tonight. But before doing that, mangangamusta lang kami sa ibang viewers natin. We haven't been doing this for the past few episodes. So we're sorry, but we're learning this as we go. So please guys, say hi, send your greetings to us. So yan, si J. Lord sa Plagyo. Good evening tayo, watching from the province of Guimaras. Hello po, J. Lord, and sa mga kasama mo dyan sa bahay. Hopefully, okay ang mga mangga natin sa Gimaras. Kilala kayo sa mangga. JB Bricks, watching from Capiz po. Hello, medyo active tayo tonight on the Visayas, no? Hello po, sana po ay hindi maulan dyan sa Capiz. And Melvin, adorable, good evening. Hello po, good evening Melvin. I know si Melvin nagpasa siya ng entry. Natatandaan ko. Si John, watching from Bataan. John Pineda is part of our Tayo Secretariat. So all of us are working from home. To those who are concerned, the Tayo Awards Foundation Secretariat are working from home. So meron tayo dyan from Bataan. Patrick Manuel, hello Patrick. Good evening tayo, watching from Mandaluyong. So maulan din dyan, Patrick, no? Sana naman hindi ka masyadong busy with the donations ng Pantawid COVID. Patrick Manuel is part of Pantawid COVID. JN Viane, hello JN, watching from Cebu. Vincent, hi Vincent Duri from Tawi-Tawi, guys. We have watchers all the way from Tawi-Tawi. Some of our guests are already backstage. Medyo nape-pressure ba kayo? Meron nanonood sa atin from Tawi-Tawi. Hello guys, good evening. From Cagayan de Oro City, hello Erique Villegas. Hopefully hindi din maulan dyan sa inyo. From Kim, hey Kim, a good friend. Hi Kim. Thanks for supporting us. And from Jerus Reyes, Bulalakaw Oriental, Mindoro. Yes. Southern Luzon represent. John Ribo from South Cotabato. Your friends are joining us tonight, John. So, makinig ka lang dyan. Di ko sure kung kilala ka nila. But there, hopefully, hey Andro, hopefully for the rest of the night, guys, send your questions, send your greetings. We'd like to hear from you. If you have concerns, to those who are watching, who are joining us, who are joining Tayo 18, who are curious about Tayo 18, you can send us your questions. And, yun nga, gaya nga nung earlier nabanggit ko, we've always been talking about Tayo 18. We've always been talking about the search. Pero, baka hindi pa kayo familiar. So, Tayo 18, a short description, Tayo 18 is the search for 10 accomplished youth organizations. Awards. Yeah, mahaba. So, Tayo Awards or Tayo 18 since this is our 18th year. And we're doing this to recognize and celebrate the bayanihan spirit of young people. Lalo na sa panahon ngayon, di ba? Sino at sino pa ba ang magtutulungan kung hindi tayong kapwa kabataan at kapwa Pilipino? And so, this search year, this Tayo 18, we designed it to be an exclusive search and exclusive run for youth groups and organizations with quarantine or pandemic responses. So, unique to kasi we want to highlight the innovative and the dynamism of young people at such a time of quarantine, at such a time of global pandemic. And so, for tonight, what more? Parang kumbaga, kung nag-iisip ako kung sino yung best na guest for this. And I realized the best people to share the screen with would be those who would actually be joining the search. And so we've been receiving entries since the first week of July, if not July 5, July 8. And up until now, we're receiving entries. Kada refresh ko ng phone ko, my app, my form app keeps on reminding me that an entry form has been submitted. But these three organizations that we invited, they submitted their forms, I think, weeks ago, kung hindi ako nagkakamali. And we invited them all the way from, may isa tayong kapitbahay from National Capital Region. One is from Leyte, and the other from South Cotabato. I'll be sharing my screen with them. They'll introduce themselves and their projects. And here we go. Hey guys! Sige, medyo loading lang. Hello everyone!
Hi.
There we go. Ayan. Hey! Yan. Sige, I'll just ask na a short introduction of yourselves and of the organizations that you represent. Simula tayo kay CJ, tsaka kay Luis.
Hello po, good evening everyone. I'm Cyberjan Ismail and this is
I'm John Lewis Macaulay as Ismir, and
I am the president of the Mindanao Environment Team, which is a partner of Environment Stewards Organization, and
I am the current president of the Environment Stewards Organization this year.
okay. So the Environment Stewards Organization is an environment youth organization in Tiboli National High School here in Tiboli, South Cotabato. So, yun. Ano pa? Yes.
Sige, next.
That's it.
Sige, Kevin. Si Kevin naman.
Hello, good evening everyone. So, I'm Kevin Castañeda and I'm the founder of Bangon Filipino. So, quick description about Bangon Filipino. So, nabuo siya during pandemic. So, wala pa kaming 5 months na tumatakbo sa Pilipinas. Tumatakbo. And actually, yun, anim lang kami sa loob ng org na yun, and basically medyo smooth naman yung naging namin. So about siya, good governance and education.
Wow, that's nice. So, medyo nagkakaproblema ata tayo from one of our guests. We'll include them later once their connection stabilizes. So, CJ and Luis. So, baka may concerned citizens. Wow. Bakit kayo magkasama sa isang screen? Pwede nyo bang
Okay.
Sige.
Okay po. Magkapatid po kami. So, yun.
Yan.
We are in one organization.
Para po
And we are
hindi po sila
siblings. Yes.
nagbe-break ng quarantine protocol na wala po munang mga manyanita, no? So, sila po ay magkapatid. Maulan ka dyan, CJ and Luis?
Hindi po.
Okay, buti naman. So, and Kevin, ikaw, kamusta ka? Kamusta naman sa org nyo? Maulan din ba dyan? Saan ka? Quezon City?
Quezon City. So medyo maulan din dito kaya mahirap yung internet. So ayun, pero okay na. Pero feel ko naman okay naman siya. Yan. And sa Bangon Pilipino, siguro smooth naman siya. Thankfully kasi maraming sumuport, maraming nagawang natulungan sa lahat ng apektado ng COVID-19 pandemic. And also ngayon may nilaunch kaming project. Yan, about education naman siya. Tumutulong kami sa mga public elementary school na tapos sa school supplies sa mga modular learning.
Try mo yan.
Ano yung tawag doon? Modular learning system. Tama ba?
Oo.
So,
Feeling ko, modular learning system. Wow,
ayun.
that's nice.
So, it is a edukasyon bayanihan para sa balik eskwela. So, ayun, nag-start na kami. Pero smooth naman. Buti naman smooth yung project namin.
Wow, that's nice. That's nice knowing that not just, kumbaga, you're also helping on the education side. Kasi syempre, nahihirapan din yung DepEd, nahihirapan din yung teachers natin at this time.
Oo.
Especially our students. CJ, Luis, pwede ba namin malaman kung bakit kayo sumali sa search?
Okay po. Sumali po kami sa search because I think our project is very timely. Timely to the theme of this Tayo Awards, which is about the COVID-19, the programs that we are doing. So our program is actually entitled the hashtag Wait at Home, the ESO Quarantine Challenge. So for a month, this is a month-long program, project wherein every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, we are posting different challenges for our online viewers that they can do at home. So it will help them to stay at home and also to not, parang hindi na sila lumabas ng bahay pa. So, imbes na, ayun. Imbes na lumakotsa sila. Yes. Opo.
And yun po.
Yes.
Sige.
Marami rin po yung
Luis.
naabot namin. Siyempre, here in our community and our municipality, marami rin po yung nagjo-join doon. And marami po sa kanila yung mga co-students namin and others, may ibang mga teachers din na sumasali din and nakikisali sa challenges na
And
binibigay.
yes, and we really didn't expect na umabot po yung reach po namin sa ibang lugar. We have our different regions of the Philippines. So,
Wow.
meron po kami challengers from ano yun, Bulacan, we have from Camarines, and we are also from Tondo, Manila.
Wow.
They joined in our different projects, and our finale, our final project, our final challenge is the filmmaking, the Quarantine Short Film Festival. So it is a short film festival wherein they showcase or they show their experiences. Their experiences during the quarantine. So some are sad, some are happy, some did a vlog, some did a short story about his experience during the isolation, how it affects his mental health and all. So
Wow.
yes po, medyo ano lang po, medyo natutuwa din kami dahil parang very small project siya but the reach niya is and also the
Malawak.
effect to other people is very nakaka-proud lang.
Nakakatuwa yan. Kasi, di ba, minsan, well, kadalasang concern ng mga youth organizations na siguro sumasali sa Tayo Awards, kadalasan iniisip nila kailangan bonggang-bongga yung project. Alam mo yung kailangan hindi online yung ginawa mo, kailangan may offline component or whatever. Diba, yung mismong ginawa nyo, na it's a challenge, it's a 30-day challenge just to encourage people to stay at home. Diba, parang isip lang, since uso naman sa TikTok yung alam niyo yun, yung sa TikTok yung gagayahin, or yung mga follow up, yan, Kevin, nagti-TikTok ka ba? Yung mga ganong challenge, diba,
Wala akong
it's so
time.
simple. Wala kang time. Ako nahihiya ako. But those simple
TikTokerist ka
innovations,
pala.
those simple projects actually could create good behavior and good habits, especially for us who are staying at home. And ang nakakatawa pa doon, lahat naman kasi tayo ngayon, babad na on our phones, on Facebook, on social media platforms, yon. So sige, Kevin, kayo naman, why did you join the search?
Actually, matagal ko na talagang gustong tumali, hindi sa search, kundi sa mismong tayo or foundation. Pero ayun, last year pa yun, nagbabalak ako. So, and unfortunately, naging busy sa sked, ganyan. And then, ngayon, gumawa kami ng org na, kasi actually wala kaming, hindi namin mindset yung kailangan bongga, kailangan maganda yung magiging outcome ng project namin, ng mga, basta yung mga project namin, and such, ganyan. And then one time, biglang nag-share yung isang co-founder namin na, tingnan nyo, pwede siyang makatulong, lalo na yung cash prize sa future project namin. Since mahirap gumawa ng project kapag konti yung fund natin, basically. And ayun, so nagkaroon kami na, sige sali tayo, parang bakit di natin i-try sumali sa ganitong search, no? Then yun, 2 a.m. yun, nag-pop up ulit sa isip ko na, sige na nga, sali na kami. Then gumawa ako ng write-ups, sumagot ako sa form. Actually, medyo parang mula sa puso pa yung nilagay ko sa
That's
form
nice.
na yun. Para lang, kasi struggle is real during pandemic, lack of communication, mahirap yung bawal kayo magsama-sama, ganyan. So yun, sumali kami, hindi lang sa prize, hindi lang din sa title, kundi para magkaroon kami ng milestone. No?
Yeah.
Para meron kaming ma-achieve something sa lahat ng effort na ginawa namin during pandemic. So, it is honor din na kasama ko kayo. Siyempre, especially you, Trisha, for inviting us sa ganitong
Of course.
talk. No? So, And ayun lang naman, kaya kami sumali just to create a milestone and to motivate ourselves din sa mga future
Mhm.
project pa.
Yeah. For us, even if we are an award giving body, we always remind those who join us to look beyond the award. Kumbaga, of course, masaya, 'di ba? Na kunyari, kung ikaw
Mm.
nag-aral ka ng mabuti bilang estudyante, naging first runner up ka sa school. 'Di ba nakakatuwa naman kasi hindi
Oo.
dahil sa gusto mo ng medal, pero with what we do, we want to recognize kasi yung efforts na ginagawa nyo, kagaya nyo nila Kevin, ni CJ, at ni Luis, in
Yeah.
creating a better Philippines. Or kahit nga hindi better Philippines a better South Cotabato or a better Quezon City. Let's say hi to one of our guests. So, Ben is here. Kamustahin din natin sila sa Leyte. So, hello,
Ayan na
Ben.
si Ben.
Yan. Na kinaya na ng
All the way
internet.
from
Yan.
Leyte.
Hello.
Oo. Ben, can you,
Hello po,
Hello.
mahina po
can
yung...
you,
Hi.
introduce yourself. Sige. Ben. Ben.
Ben.
So, sila Ben and his org is from Shadow Arts Theater Organization. Okay, medyo okay na ba? Medyo okay na ba yung internet nyo, Ben? Can you
Choppy po,
introduce
choppy.
yourselves? Hello, Ben.
Hello po.
Yan, can you introduce yourselves?
Hello
Kung
po.
baga, magpakilala naman kayo sa natin. Sa ating guest, si CJ, Luis, and Kevin, and also to our audience. Ayan. Medyo nahihirapan sila sa
Grabe
internet.
yung effort.
Yes, hopefully they could still join later in a bit pag mas mag-stabilize yung internet nila. But Kevin, can you tell us more about your project in Bangon Pilipino? Na hearing you guys na kumbaga naisip nyo siya in the midst of a pandemic. What was it like
Mm.
creating a project and what was your project?
Um, very personal yung kung bakit siya nagawa, kung bakit nabuo si Bangon Pilipino. So, first is tinatamad naman actually minsan kasi may time talaga tayo na tinatamad na dapat di ko na lang 'to ginawa, di sana chill na lang ako sa
True.
bahay, ganyan. Netflix na lang. Pero yung may time na may umaway sa akin sa internet and sinabi niya sa akin kung ano daw yung ambag ko.
Mm.
So, basically, yun, parang doon nagkaroon ng spark yung mindset
Hashtag
ko
trigger.
na, hashtag trigger. Kung bakit ko nagawa yan, sabi ko, ay, shucks, sinabihan ako na wala ko ambag. And then, yun, isip ako kung anong pwedeng gawin, and then nakita ko nga na kulang yung binibigay ng local government unit sa iba't ibang place, lalo na sa NCR. Kaya, kaya, kaya ako pinili yung NCR. First is, mas madali siyang tulungan since I'm part of NCR din, Quezon City. Pero, the fact na maraming LGU dito, pero konti pa rin yung nabibigyan ng ayuda. Like, ilang months na silang walang ayuda, ganyan. So, for me, parang nahahabag ako, parang nakaawa ako na buti na lang ako may privilege akong na safe ako during quarantine. No, na nakakain ako 3 beses sa araw, ganyan. Then, doon na pumasok na, sige, gagawa ako ng paano ko sila matutulungan. Yun agad yung unang tumanong sa isip ko na paano ko
Yeah.
sila matutulungan. In a way of siguro helping them to about mental health ba or about cheering up them, parang hindi mo kasi magagawa yun from what is happening, hindi mo kayang ma-cheer up yung mga taong kapuspalad, no? Kaya what we did is nagtap ako ng mga students in FEU. So, 6 kami. Sabi ko, sige, collect tayo ng donation drive. Try lang natin and just 3 weeks, ganyan. So, yun, once we posted the initiative, um, matagal siya bago dumami yung fund. Sabi ko, paano? Paano yung gagawin? Sabi ko, sige, partnership. Partnership agad yung nasa isip ko kasi yun yung isa rin sa pinakamahalagang gawin kapag magkakaroon ka ng project is to create an partnership para mas lumaki yung engagement mo.
Yeah.
So yun, partner. From one, tas ngayon nasa 40 school and youth organizations kami. And that's big para i-handle, no? 6 lang kami
Yeah.
sa loob ng Bangon Pilipinas. And then nakatap rin kami ng 4 NGOs. Kasama dyan si Pantawid COVID Project. Yun. And then we have tons of sponsors. Ang daming sponsors. Pwede ba ako magsabi ng sponsors dito? Kasi ang laki ng tulong na nagawa nila.
Pwede
So
naman.
yun, basta malaking tulong na nagawa nila. It's a Nature Spring Waters, Philippines. So yun, parang sobrang big help nila and other hygiene kits. Then, in the 4 months, nakakollect kami ng 700,000. No? 700,000 of
Wow.
worth of donation in kind and cash.
Mhm.
So, yun. And then, as time goes by, sa 4 months namin, ata kami, 4,200 families.
Wow.
4,200 families. And 25,000 individuals. 6 lang kami. No, 6 lang kami. So, yun. Basically, medyo mahirap at first. Pero nung nakikita mo yung support ng mga tao sa org nyo, na-uplift lalo yung
Mhm.
flame, yung spark ng organization nyo. So, yun.
Mhm. Wow, that's nice. Nakakatawa kasi would you imagine? Diba, gets ko yun, parang alam mo yun, ang dali na lang mag-Netflix, ang dali na lang, there's nothing bad with trying to relax at this time. Everyone is facing mental and physical stress at this time kasi we're not really designed to, alam mo yun, na nasa bahay lang, na nakaka-miss din na to be with friends, to be with family na hindi mo siguro kasama sa bahay ngayon. But nakakatuwa kasi out of one comment or one, alam mo yung isang puna sa'yo na, bakit, ano bang ambag mo, Kevin? You were able to help thousands of families, diba? And even with CJ and Louie.
Kaya nagpapasalamat ako sa kanya.
Oo, actually, no. Balik mo na, ay, ito pala, thank you. CJ and Louie, for you guys, parang, how was the experience in creating projects and programs at this time of the pandemic?
Okay. So we have been doing different projects and programs for the past years na. So yung challenge namin is how to do it. And most of our projects are done physically because we go to different communities, different schools, and we teach students and sometimes elders and little kids about toxic-free community, toxic-free school. So the challenge of this pandemic is how can we do it without engaging or without having physical contact with the community. So we had our meeting in our Facebook group chat, our Messenger group chat. Ayun siya. So what can we do during this pandemic na makakatulong pa rin? So yung consolidated na ideas namin is yung about sa challenge. So
Why not create a challenge? Kasi lahat naman ngayon, di ba, online. Nasa online na yung lahat kasi nasa bahay lang. So why not create a challenge na lahat may engage namin and lahat namin maaabot. So, yun.
We actually didn't expect that we will reach yung malakihang mga malalayong lugar. So yung focus na namin dito muna sa Tivoli, dito sa South Cotabato. However, there are a lot of shares also different because of our photography contest. Maraming mga tao na na-engage doon because course, different fields, different interest. So maraming tao na nag-interest to join. And also one of our most famous na challenges is the TikTok also. So
Mm-mm.
very because of the pandemic, because of the boredom. However, yung TikTok challenge namin is quite different. So ayun siya. So
Sample!
it is actually what are your experiences during this pandemic? Ano yung ginagawa mo sa bahay? So some actually paano sila maghugas ng kamay, ganun yung TikTok nila.
Wow!
Or yes. So some also dance for our frontliners, ganun. And also attribute to their parents or actually frontliners. So yun siya.
That's nice. Oo, no, parang sino mag-aakala na yung
Yes.
simpleng, ano lang, group chat nyo ba yun sa organization? Group
Yes.
chat na,
Yes
ano
po.
kayang pwede natin gawin? That you would result into um, reaching not just in your province, but all the way, guys, nag-flight pa kayo pa Bulacan, di ba?
Yeah.
Umabit pa kayo
From
ng
Ilocos,
Bulacan.
some are from
'Di ba?
Ilocos.
From Mindanao up to Luzon to even Ilocos, guys, hindi madali na ganun kalaki agad yung reach. So, congratulations. And grabe, that's a nice innovation on how do you actually engage young people into kunyari proper hand washing o kaya 'di ba tribute short messages to our frontliners. So, let's try Ben. Hey Ben, medyo okay na ba yung internet mo? Ben? Ben? Hey Ben! Ben, can you introduce yourself at yung project na ginawa niya sa
Sorry po.
Sato?
Sorry po kasi hindi kasi ma-reach yung connection.
Okay lang. Medyo okay na yung
Kami-
connection mo ngayon. Malinaw-linaw na. Ay, na-jinx ko ata. Sige. Kevin, CJ, and Luis, how was your kasi ako secretariat ako, so medyo hindi ko feel yung challenge on writing the entry form. Kasi hindi naman ako yung may proyekto. Kaya ka nga kanina sabi ni Kevin kanina, 'di ba? Buong puso pa yung inilahad niya doon sa entry form. How was it like? Sige, si CJ and Luis muna. How was it like writing your entry form? Ano yung
Actually,
experience niyo for that?
ayun po. It's quite easy because kung alam mo talaga yung project nyo, kung alam mo talaga yung core, yung kumbaga, kung ano yung pinagalaban nyo, parang nagsusulat ka lang. You're just trying to explain what you are doing. Parang dinidescribe mo lang kung ano yung experiences mo. And actually, the questions there, parang guide lang siya. Parang you're just trying to explain your experiences sa project nyo. So, parang hindi naman po kami masyado nahirapan dun. So,
And
Effortless.
also, and also rin po, hiniwalay rin po namin yung parang yung task. Kasi humiringi rin po kami ng tulong sa other officers namin to fill up other parts of the yung entry form. For example, yung sa documentary. Sila yung documentation. Paano nila or sila yung nagbigay ng mga definitions and captions doon. Kasi part din sila ng grupo namin and meron din silang idea about that project na ginawa namin.
Collaboration made it easier for us to answer.
Wow. In fairness, wala na ata akong kailangang idagdag bilang secretary. Kasi totoo, nakakatuwa kasi nanggaling sa inyo na actually, yung entry form, guide lang siya talaga. We want to help you, kumbaga, mapiga kung ano yung mga importanteng detalye tungkol sa project nyo. And nakakatuwa din nung sinabi mo na naka-assign yung kunyari, ikaw yung toka sa mga picture, hanap ka ng mga picture natin dyan. Ikaw bahala sa caption, ganyan. Na, guys, hindi naman siya rule na dapat isang tao lang yung magsusulat ng entry form nyo. So you could actually ask your groupmates, guys, ito yung naiisip ko sa number 1. Pa-check naman ang grammar ko. O tama ba itong nilalagay ko? Ganyan. You could actually do that. So thank you, CJ and Luis. Kevin, for you, bilang hugot na hugot ka sa pagsusulat mo ng entry form mo, how was it like writing the entry form for Bangon Filipino?
Actually, parang parang nung binabasa ko yung mga questions, yun, nagre-reminisce ako. Pero yun na yun. Tsa,
Uh-uh.
parang yun na yun. Hindi, joke. First is
Mm-mm.
thank you, Trisha, for opening this entry form, no, para sa mga youth organization na kagaya namin. Sa pagbuo ng entry form kasi, hindi mo siya masasagot kung hindi mo na-experience yung project niyo.
Mm-mm.
Like what CJ and Louis said, di ba? Parang sumagot sila as a team kung ano yung kung sino yung dapat sumagot dito, kung sino yung naka-experience nito. So for me, kasi since madaling araw ko siya nasagot, wala, natulog na lahat ng co-founders ko. No? So ako na lang, since I'm the founder naman and basically I'm representing them, no, as a leader.
Mm-mm.
And yun, sagot niya, medyo lang, nakakalungkot kasi parang nagdo-throwback ka na ito pala yung nangyari sa amin. Kinukwento ko rin yung mga sinasabi ko doon na ayun nga, kaya ko rin nasagot yung mga entry kasi na-experience namin yung mga struggles, yung tinahak namin sa project na to. Kagaya ng kunwari, today is bibili kami ng goods. Tomorrow is repacking. The other day is distribution. Tapos the next day ulit, bibili ulit. And then, like, the whole week, sobrang busy namin. And then, next week after, ganun ulit. In 4 months, non-stop yung trabaho namin para tumulong. So, sa pagsagot niya is, yun, hinugutan ko nga talaga. Hinugutan ko siya as a founder. Kasi, ang ganda ng mga tanong, madali, pero maganda. Sobrang on point niya to the fact na nakatahi siya eh. Kapag magsasubmit sila, if mababasa nila yung mga questions, nakatahi siya from beginning to your organization up to the end. So parang per question, nagkukwento ka lang. No? So yun yung nakita ko sa entry form. Parang ano meron sa org nyo, ano yung meron sa project nyo, what went happen, what went wrong, parang mga ganun.
Mm-hmm.
Yun yung nakita ko sa entry form. And then dun na gustuhan, kahit madaming pages. Pero hindi ko nakita yung dami niya kasi na-enjoy ko sumagot. Hanggang sa dulo, so ko, parang gusto ko pang mag-resubmit kasi parang hindi pa ako satisfied sa umpisa. Parang gusto ko pa humugot kasi may magandang question sa dulo eh. Parang ito dapat yung nasa unahan, sayang, ito dapat yung sasabihin. And then yun, a great experience na sumali sa ganitong klaseng entry.
Thank you, Kevin. Sobrang pwede parang na-affirm pala ako. No? Thank you guys for affirming our entry form. Lagi namin tanong yan in the secretariat. Is the entry form, kumbaga, digestible enough? Na alam mo yun, na parang simple enough, parang simple na ba siya na kaya siyang masagutan kahit pa ng well-established organizations or even, kunyari, may mga sumasali natin, mga grade 6 students. Papaturo lang sila kay teacher. Pero merong sumasali at kaya rin nilang sagutan. So guys, thank you for affirming the entry form. Before we go to the next segment, do you have any tips? Ay, wait, bago pala sa tips, Kevin, bilang nabanggit mo na, if you're planning to resubmit, you can resubmit your entry form. Kung gusto mo lang naman. So, to those who are also submitted your entry forms, if you wish to resubmit. Just will always in the secretariat side will always consider the latest kumbaga entry that we receive. Kunyari, sila Kevin. 'Di ba? Name of organization, Bangon Pilipino. Name of project, Project 123. Pag nakita namin na dalawa 'yon, we will get in touch with you na dalawa yung na-receive namin. And we will honor the latest version. Or kunyari, baka mamaya, no, na click
Actually,
nyo lang. Mga ganon. Yes, Kevin.
actually, marami rin akong kakilala na may org na hinihingkayat kung sumali sa tayo foundation na mag-submit. And then, most of them, sinasabi nila na parang, hala, ang hirap, parang, baka maraming requirements yan, baka maraming sasagutan, baka marami. Actually, ayun din yung na-feel ko bago ko i-click yung form. Then, hindi mo na nila tinatry. That is, parang yun yung pangit na factor na dapat, bakit hindi mo muna i-try mag-submit ng form or ng entry? Paano mo ma-experience yung ganitong klaseng bagay? So, parang siguro nga kung tinamad ako mag-submit ng entry, parang hindi ako kasama sa mga nagtotalk ngayon. Diba? So, a good
Shark.
opportunity.
So, Sid, like kung ano yung sinasabi ni Kevin, don't disqualify yourself just because you haven't experienced it yet. So, if you want to be part of the Tayo family, try. Wala, guys, libre lang naman sumali. So, Kevin, CJ, and Luis, do you have any last tips for those who want to join the search? Or for those who nagsusulat pa lang ng entry form nila? Sige, CJ, Luis.
Kami na. Okay. So, my tips to other organizations, youth organizations who sino yung mga gusto pang sumali dito sa Tayo Awards, stick sila sa heart of their organization, kung ano talaga yung project nila, because everything will just follow. Kung alam niyo talaga yung core ninyo, yung main project, yung goals, yung vision, mission ng group ninyo, everything will just follow. The questions are just the guide for you to, parang iniisa-isa mo lang kung ano yung nandun na sa inyo, alam niyo na yan, because you are the ones who are doing your projects. So parang kinikwento mo na lang sa forms yung ano niyo. And also, don't forget to collaborate.
Yes, collaborate kasi kung magtutulong-tulungan kayo, mas mapapadali yung trabaho ninyo. And kahit entry form lang yan siya, kaya ninyong pagsamasamahin yung effort para makasali kayo dito.
And it will be also more fun kung tulong-tulong kayo sa paggawa, di ba? So, parang kapit bisig, kahit sa entry form man lang or kahit, because hindi lang naman ikaw yung gumagawa na ano. So, yun siya. And
Wow,
also,
thank you.
Ayan.
Sige, last.
Wag kayong magpanghinaan ng loob. Parang, because yan yun, di ba? Yan yung pinakauna sa lahat, di ba? Parang hesitation. Kung gagawin ko ba to, sasali ba ako or hindi. Just do it. And yun siya. Just, ayan. Ano ba?
So, we have 3 points from CJ and Luis. First, stick to your heart and your passion. Huwag kayo masyadong kabahan na kailangan too technical. Just show your passion in writing your entry form. Second, collaborate. Ask your groupmates to help in writing the entry form. And third, huwag panghinaan ng loob. I know, guys, that this is still a contest. This is still a search. But hopefully, huwag kayo panghinaan ng loob na dahil lang sa kinakabahan kayo magsulat ng entry form, hindi na kayo sumali. Thank you, CJ, Luis. Kevin, any tips?
So, tips para sa mga nanonood, for you guys, sa mga nanonood, bibigyan ko rin kayo ng 3 tips since nagbigay sila CJ and Luis ng 3 tips. First is to know your passion and purpose. I always believe in that mantra, know your passion and purpose. And next is explore. Explore sa lahat ng bagay. Kasi pag hindi mo siya na-experience, hindi mo masasabi na, ay, mahirap yan. Ay, madali lang yan. Yung pag hindi mo siya na-explore. And lastly is to dream big. Hindi ko inasahan din na ganito yung mangyayari kay Bangon Pilipino if hindi kami nangarap ng mas malaki. No? Sky's the limit nga daw, ika nga. And sa mga nanonood, sa mga gusto pang mag-submit, no? Wag, yun, sabi nga ni CJ and Luis, wag kayong panghinaan ng loob kasi sayang yung opportunity. Kasi yung opportunity nandito na lang, nasa harap niyo na. And you should grab it kapag nandiyan dyan. Huwag niyong tititigan, huwag kayong mag-iisip. Grab agad. Wag na kayong magdawang isip.
Thank you, Kevin. Just to summarize what Kevin said, first is know your passion and your purpose. Let that drive in writing your entry form. Second is explore. So if you're not too familiar with the search, try looking at the entry form. Try looking at the search primer. Check nyo muna kung ano yung pinapasukan nyo. And third would be dream big. Don't like what he said at the last, grab the opportunity. If you want to grow your organization or your project, don't shy away from opportunities like this. So, Kevin, CJ, and Luis, thank you for sharing the screen with us tonight. Hopefully, we see you in the next round of the search. We're excited to actually read your entry. Hindi ko pa binabasa yung entry forms niyo, promise. But we're really excited from what we've heard tonight. I'm excited to see the impact, the reach, and how you actually created your projects. And hopefully, we see you once everything is easier here in the Philippines. Pag nawala na yung quarantine and mas better na yung situation of the pandemic. Ingat guys and good night! There. So our two guests actually gave us a sneak peek on how it is like for applicants of the search and how their experience is when it comes to writing the entry form or how they even organize their projects way back March pa lang, when March or April, when the quarantine started. So for this second segment, so bilang puro tips naman tayo, we want to actually show you guys how it is like to write an entry form. And I'm sharing the screen with someone who has experience both as a part of the secretariat before. She's our previous program officer, but now she's working with the Department of Education. And also, bago pa siya maging secretariat, actually alumni na siya. Way back 2016 pa. They are one of our national awardees. Tama ba ako? They're one of our national awardees in Tayo 14. And so, let's welcome Z. Hey Z! Kumusta? You're on mute.
Hi
Hey
there.
Z!
Hi, how are you, Trish?
Okay
Long time no
naman.
see.
Totoo. Long time no kwento, long time no chika. So Z,
Exactly.
can you introduce yourself and the previous org that you represented in the office and your current hanash in life?
Okay. My name is Z Rodriguez. My previous organization that joined Tayo Awards way back 2016 is called High G Energy. So Hyacinth for Green Energy. It aims to use agricultural waste into renewable energy. So yung mga water lilies as well. So water hyacinth, we convert that into uling. So yun, ganun yung nangyari. Ayun.
And now, I believe you're also part of a new project which actually yung isa sample natin na isusulat na entry form.
Yes.
Can you tell our watchers and our audience about it?
Ayun. So, banking on my experience on green energy, right? So now, my project is about green financial literacy. So it's a podcast called Broke No More, Green Financial Literacy. Available on Spotify. So ipa-plug ko na rin siya, di ba?
So there, which is very fitting for most of the projects that we received at this season because a lot of them are projects done online. 'Di ba? Na like you, you just record your stuff on your own homes, in your own time,
Yes.
then upload it on Spotify.
Exactly. And you can, para siyang a webinar na available for everyone at their own pace. Parang ganon.
So there, if you want to listen to their podcasts, what do you have a link that you could share to our audience?
Oh, if you want to listen, just go to Spotify and just search for Broke No More Green Financial Literacy. Broke No More, yun lang, lalabas na rin siya.
Wow, that's
And
nice.
please do follow us on Instagram at Broke No More GFL. You can see it there, right here.
There, yung link niya on the name tag. So Z, for tonight, we'll just do a sample of how do we
Yes.
actually write an entry form. Medyo it's a secretariat experience since not only, well, for me, it's a new experience because
Mm-hmm.
I usually read entry forms. But for you
Exactly.
actually wrote an entry form 2016 pa, diba? So at least now, you'll
Yes.
refresh your skills in how to write
Ito
an
na.
entry form.
Ito na.
Sige.
Okay. I can remember nung nag-apply ako in 2016. Ako yung gumawa ng entry form. And sobrang tagal ko siyang pinag-isipan na twice ko siyang inedit ng inedit. So let's go!
Let's do this. There. Oh, we have friends from...
Hi, Kevin!
is from Bacolod. Tama ba ako, Z?
Yes.
Yes.
Mag-a-apply
Hey,
ba kayo?
Actually, nakita
Oh!
ko yung entry form nila. Hey, Kevin.
Oh, Kevin applied. Okay.
Yes.
Good
Hey,
luck, Kevin.
Vincent.
Hi, Vincent. How are you? I miss
Vincent
you.
is also our alumni.
Ang dami pa nating friends na nakikinig at nanonood ngayon. Ayan.
There. Here's our entry form. Wow. Wait, zoom ko lang. So
Mhm.
I'm actually the main person for this. Okay.
Okay, ang tagal.
Zoom.
Okay,
Can I zoom it?
kaya ko to. Kaya ko to. So, as an insight lang din, as someone na naging naka-experience na nung mag-send ng entry, tapos ng someone na nakapasok sa secretariat, ibang-iba yung experience pala, no? Parang, iba pala yung, nakikita mo na kung anong dapat mong isulat, so mga ganon.
Yeah.
So, pressure to
So,
sa akin.
So here, so to those who are watching, this is the form that we have at tiny.cc/tayo18 form. So this is the view of what you'll see if you click that link. If you have questions with regards to the entry form about the search, just send it on our comments so that we can answer them. Okay? Okay, so let's go here. Yan. So the search for 10 accomplished youth organizations awards. All fields marked with an asterisk are required and must be filled. Yeah.
Okay.
So a few intro about the search and about the office and a few inspirational messages down the line. Ayan, some reminders. Ayan. Here we go. First question. Name of organization. Ano po name of
It's
organization?
Broke
Yes.
No More.
Broke. Oops.
Oo.
Yeah. No,
No
more.
more.
Ayan.
Okay pala yung may sariling nagtatype. Okay, next. Address of organization.
Simple address na lang. Pero guys, if you can try to be as specific, especially for the org, try nyo lang. Kasi if we ever mail any stuff over, this is the stuff that we check on.
Okay, so
kahit ano na lang, Z.
since ano yan,
Barangay tsaka city.
okay, Barangay Doña Imelda, Quezon City.
Melda, Quezon City.
Right.
Next. Yan,
Number of members. Alright. Sa lahat ng mga nag-a-apply, dapat minimum is 5. So, number of
5.
members, 5. Ayan.
5. Date of
And-
formation.
Date of formation, we started like last year, but the implementation was this year. So, lalagay ko na lang yung nag-form talaga yung group namin last year. So, December,
so 12.
12, day is, what day was it? 21, 2019.
2019. So, you could actually also click this one, yung calendar. So for those who are much more visual, you could click that. Okay.
Ay,
Name of
bongga.
advisor.
Okay.
Yan.
Name
May
of
advisor ba kayo?
advisor. Dahil wala kaming advisor, wala.
Leave blank. Yes. Wala
Leave
naman
blank.
siya asterisk. So, not needed. Region, NCR, bilang taga Quezon
NCR.
City.
Mhm.
Email address.
Email address, brokenomore@gmail.com.
There pa there.
There we go.
Okay.
Organization website. Yung organization website, I'm gonna put in the Facebook page.
We have
Right?
FB link.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
have
yeah, the
extra
FB
question.
link. Ayun.
FB link
Oh,
na
you have
lang.
the FB link. FB link na lang.
Yes. fb.com
fb.com/broke no more. GFL.
Broke
Ayan.
no more GFL. Okay. Contact person data.
Contact person data. Name, that's going to be me, Zerlak Shane Rodriguez. Position, founder. Ayan, okay lang. Home address, barangay, Quezon City. Pero dapat ilalagay natin barangay Doña Imelda, yung as specific as possible, guys, ha. Pero dahil wala na tayong time, yan na. brokenomore@gfl@gmail.com. Gusto mo i-type ko na rin dito, ayan.
Broke no more
gfl@gmail.com.
Okay. Next.
Next.
Date of birth. 1/1/2001. Yan.
Oo, yan na.
These
Okay
are
na
all
yan.
private information. Yes.
Oo. So,
um,
please.
Let's skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes.
Okay.
Private
Project
information.
title.
Project title, Broke No More Green Financial Literacy. Oh, Broke No More Podcast. Sorry.
Okay. There.
Okay, there pa there. Brief description.
Tip.
So,
May tip siya dito, Z. Describe your
Ay.
project in 2 to 3 simple sentences.
2 to 3 simple sentences. Okay. Game. Broke No More is a weekly podcast that, ready ako dito, that offers a different type of financial literacy education.
That offers a different type of
Yes,
financial
literacy
financial
education.
literacy education. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
One sentence.
Wow.
Pero, I will add one more, pero dahil mahaba na, pero yan yung elevator pitch ko na lang, guys. Okay? Next.
Perfect.
Launch date. It's, we launched just, last pa kami nag-launch, last month. Okay, sige, lagay na natin, anong date? July?
7. July is 7.
July. 1 na lang para maano na. Ayan. July 1, 2020.
2020. There you go. Date
Okay.
of completion. Wala. Project
Date-
theme. Wala.
Project theme. Ayan. I think we're an info management.
Info management and distance education, I think.
Distance. Oh, yes. Distance education, please.
Yes.
Ayan.
Have you joined Tayo before? So in this question, for have you joined Tayo before, it's about the organization. So for example, Z was part of a different org when she first joined. So Lara, her co-founder, also didn't join. So since that's the point, hindi pa sila. So no, this is our first time.
Oh, okay. No, this is our first time.
Yes.
Ayan.
Have access to
have
stable
access-
internet connection.
Yes, dahil I'm here.
Yes, and also we are asking this because the rest of the search is done online. So we want to try to check if we could actually, talk to you if we ever schedule an interview. So there. Then just the signature. Then next page na tayo.
Next page.
Bilisan natin to. Yan. Depende na sa internet.
Oo.
Do we have questions? Wala pa naman.
Email and mobile number.
Oops. Valid email. Hello, excuse me. Ako to, charge.
Ay, nakikinig pala si Lara ngayon. Hi, Lara. Sana nagiging proud ka sa akin.
Sorry. Nagkamali lang pala ako ng ano.
At kung may mali akong information, pasabi na lang.
5,
Okay.
6, 7. There. Okay, I think that's it.
So, if may mali man kayong information, guys, yung online form, nakikita niya. So, thanks to technology.
Yan, medyo mabagal lang siya mag-load. Hello?
Lahat naman tayo nakaka-experience niya.
So, if your internet is not as stable, sometimes, for example, for this one that we're using, you could actually download the form. So, we have an offline form. Wait, let's see. Our offline form is tiny.cc/offline form.
Mhm. So may nag-comment dito, Trish, sabi niya, try daw nilang ilagay yung, we've tried to input our website link but seems it doesn't accept links with trailing slash. Hehe, thanks. What does that mean?
Naku, hindi pa naman tayo ma-website. Anyway, if you're having problems with that, kumbaga, with that, tab doon sa questionnaire, you can leave it. Then if you want to still feature if you still want to feature your website, you could just put it at documentation links so that we can visit it in the next few stuff. Okay. Wait, medyo
Yung trailing slash pala, ginugal ko, yun pala yung dulong slash.
Alright. Nag-refresh lang ako ng screen. The next few questions are, describe your project entry. Z, what are your tips for describing your project entry?
In describing project entry, may minimum bang words, maximum words? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Maximum of 500.
Ayun. Maximize it. Okay? Don't just put one sentence there, okay? You have to maximize it. All right. So for my project description, we're gonna put in the background of why we're doing this. And then, so yung background namin, there are different types of problems and issues on financial literacy na hindi na-cover yung community. So yun yung ilalagay namin. Okay. Tapos, i-expound lang namin siya. Ayun.
That's nice. Parang the next question is, give a brief background of your project entry. So, ang ano niyan ay, wait, let's see. I think that's also, sorry, naglo-load yung internet ko.
Ay, dito na. Okay, if naglo-load
yes,
yan, na-download ko yung offline form.
Yeah, wow, thank you, Z. So then,
Ayan.
Can you share the questions na?
It says here, the next question is, give a brief background of your project entry, state the reason why you thought of this project. So yun na, ilalagay ko dito yung naging problema of the current green financial literacy, on how we use money, at yung parang misconception natin na our consumption does not affect the environment. So yun yung ilalagay ko.
Yeah. And also try to share with us the inspiration why you actually started the organization. So especially to those who just recently started their org.
Yes, exactly.
Diba na parang magkakaklase kami nung high school, ganyan. Guys, don't be afraid to actually tell your story. So
we needed the story.
Yeah, don't be too technical about the entry form. Try to tell the story of what is it actually like being in a youth organization. What's the next question, Z?
Next question is, give a brief profile of your group organization. Ang ilalagay ko dito is sino-sino or ano yung background namin. Am I correct? Yun yung hinahanap dito sa question na to, right? Ano yung background namin and why are we really doing this as a person and as an organization? So may limit din siya na around 500 words, if I'm correct.
Yeah. No, that's 250.
Ayun, 250.
Limit
so
to 250 words, yes.
If ano naman siya, let's as much as possible, we have to maximize and expound yung answers natin para mabigyan naman ng parang picture ko yung secretariat sa mga binabasa nila. Ayun.
The next question.
Next question is, who are the beneficiaries? How many and how did they benefit? So
For
yung
that
beneficiaries,
question, yeah.
Mhm.
For that
Since online
question,
kami.
that's the what we want to measure there is the impact of the project. Therefore, try to talk about sino yung beneficiaries nyo, ilan yung beneficiaries nyo, etc. Z, your inputs.
Okay, since nagsimula pa lang kami dito, wala pa kaming, alam mo yun, yung beneficiaries namin, tsaka online, mahirap ma-identify kung sino nga ba talaga yung
Yeah.
nakakuha, right? So,
Mhm.
yung sa beneficiaries na lang namin, may mga analytics naman na napoprovide. For example, yung Facebook, nakikita niya naman, for example, nag-information dissemination kayo sa page ninyo, makikita naman kung ano yung profile ng beneficiaries dun sa analytics. So, yun yung as much as possible ilalagay natin doon. Right?
And to those who are doing this online, online, just like Zina podcast, or for those who did online teaching materials, you could actually do analytics. And second, look for testimonials. Those who are actually fans of your page, those who would say, "Oh, I'm trying this." Try to get in touch with them, and if they allow their contact information to be shared, share it with us. Why? Because one of but later on in the next few pages, we actually asked for the beneficiaries because we want to validate what was it like for you guys, especially to those who you help, kung nakatulong ba talaga yung proyekto o programa ninyo sa kanila.
Exactly. Ayan, so pinakita ko na yung yung offline.
There, yes.
Ayan.
So mas simple. So unlike an online for na violet, this one is just white and yellow. There. Ano yung
Ayun.
next question, Z?
What is the process of implementation? Who are the people or institution organizations involved? And what were their role? So since yung implementation lang namin is we are a podcast and parang distance education siya. So yung implementation namin is we create and research. Then we we recorded it, and then we used the Spotify and other Facebook and other media to showcase. Pero if ever naman na, for example, Trish, yung organization ay donation drive, ano yung ilalagay dapat nila dito?
For if it's a donation drive, guys, you just imagine the entry form being the very first time that they heard about a donation drive. So, tell us, like, we wrote letters, kunyari yung kala Kevin, di ba, naghanap sila, we posted call for donations and call for partners on our Facebook page to gather donations from interested individuals. We created a logistics map on where these donations would come. Kumbaga, yung magiging parang storage unit or storage space. And upon collecting and consolidating with our barangay partners or NGO partners, we gave out the donations on a weekly basis based on needs, etc. So this is the portion where kaya nyong lamanan yung entry form kung paano nyo talaga ginawa yung proyekto. Kasi hindi nyo naman kami kasama nung ginawa nyo yung proyekto o yung programa nyo. So in this question, we want to actually visualize and see, ito pala yung project, ganito pala nila ginawa. Kasi this could also be the question where you could actually feature what makes your donation drive different.
Exactly.
Diba? There are those na may I know of one, my friend is organizing currently a donation drive for schools in Zambales. Ang ginawa nila, may pa-weekly HIIT session, high intensity interval training. So just for 150 pesos. So ganun yung nila, that's their donation drive. So you could put that, your implementation processes on that question. Next.
Exactly. Next is this project implemented only once? Is it a continuing program? What are your future plans for the project? So, since we are continuing one, I'm gonna expound on that. So yung future plans namin is we're not just gonna end on the podcast itself. We are currently in the process of creating a community of people who will join us in the journey of green financial literacy. Parang ganun siya. So, online community yung goal namin. I-expound din namin siya dito. Any
Yes.
tips on
So,
And this-
for those for Kunyari Kalazi, it's an ongoing project because they release episodes of their podcast. To those who are doing it, is it only done once? You could put it. This project is only done once. What is your future? If you don't have future plans for your project, it's fine. Guys, most of our responses are actually quarantine responses.
Exactly.
We don't want this quarantine and this pandemic to always be in the Philippines. So, guys, okay lang kahit wala pa kayong future plan future plan ko yung yung 30-day challenge, 1-year challenge na, guys. We don't want to always be stuck in our homes for 1 year. So, it's okay. Don't feel pressured in answering yung future plans for the project if ever you don't have one. Next.
Okay. Next is, what resources did you use for this project? How was the group able to raise funds for the project? So, since kami is wala kaming masyadong resources, kailangan lang namin is yung laptop namin, tsaka yung information na sasabihin namin, yun lang yung i-expound ko dito. Pero, for example, Trisha, since ikaw mas maraming nababasa about the quarantine and the donation drive and raise funds, feeling ko ikaw yung may karapat-dapat kasi wala akong masyadong maisip
Yeah.
Ano ilalagay ko dito.
So, you could actually put your sponsors who
Mm.
actually helped you. And kunyari may sponsor. For us, our sponsor in the foundation, if I were to write the entry form of the Tayo Awards Foundation, the ones that I would write would be, what resources did I use? We actually called for sponsorships and partnerships with several corporations here in the Philippines. Namely, our co-presenters are San Miguel Corporation and Coca-Cola Foundation Philippines. For those youth groups who do not necessarily handle money but actually in-kind donations, you could actually put, we gathered these in-kind donations from various channels. May mga sponsors ka ba? May mga families ka ba na involved, na alam mo yon, mga alumni associations ng schools? This is the perfect question for you na ilalatag mo lahat kung sino yung mga youth orgs, youth partners, sponsors na meron kayo. And then the next question, kumbaga, basic basic cash flow. Ano-ano yung mga na-receive nyo? Kahit pa in-kind donations, try to put them there and try to put an estimate on how much is it.
Ayun.
Pero kung Kalazi, wala naman sila basically ginastos. NA.
So, what if sa online form, naka-asterisk ba siya na required? Kasi kami, wala kaming kailangan if mag-a-apply kami. Kailangan ba
if for example, this table is a required, it's a basic requirement in the entry form, and yet you don't have it, you can write NA. So, NA nyo lang yung field. Madedetect nyo naman yun as response. So, hindi siya mag-error pag you click next.
Okay. Thank you. Next is yung certification. So, dahil kami, we're on digital, we're on online, dahil kami, happy birthday, Nicole. Ayan. Dahil kami, we are an online organization. What we needed to show is yung parang ang email siguro ng Spotify that your podcast is now on Spotify, or yung Facebook badge na you created a Facebook page. Ganon. Pero dahil siya, may iba na donation drives, ano yung kailangan nilang i-input dito?
So, if you would actually look at the certification, guys, the best way for you to understand the entry form is to actually read the entry form. So this certification is not for the project in itself. It is actually for the existence of your organization. So, ang sinicertify niya, totoo ba na may grupo na ang pangalan ay Broke No More? Yun yung question kasi for this certification. And so, given that, so if you're a student organization, you actually ask your OSA to sign. So, nandyan yan, yung for school-based OSA, or kung gusto nyo bida-bida dyan, mga school or university president, your principal is also considered good. The second would be for community-based organizations. Kumbaga, kunyari, mga small youth orgs sa mga barangay or sa mga city, you could have it signed by barangay officials, city officials, or SK.
What
Bilang buhay
if,
na ulit ang SK. Yes, D.
exactly. What if, barkada lang kami?
Mhm.
Parang walang pang-official. Oo.
Yes. Pwede, at first, kung ang tanong nyo ay kung magkakabarkada kayo, pwede ba kayo sumali? Pwede kayong sumali. Kung magkakagrupo lang kayo ng magkakaibigan, nakadepende siya sa kung, pwede kayong magpapirma sa barangay for community-based kasi technically community-based organization or group kayo. Pangalawa, kung hindi naman kayo pinapayagan dahil MECQ, we receive and we accept e-signatures.
Ayun.
Yes. But for those, kunyari, yun nga, magkakabarkada kayo, what you could actually ask from, yung beneficiary group, kunyari kunyari kagaya ni Kevin, di ba? Namimigay sila ng ayuda sa mga sabihin nating sa ospital, ganyan. Hindi naman sila barangay, hindi naman sila school. You could ask the your contact person in that hospital to sign the certification for you. So, yung leader ng beneficiary group or yung tinutulungan nyo, they could have it signed. We have a question. Good evening. Regarding certification, what if po church group ang beneficiary? Okay lang na po namin i-change yung barangay official to church leader or sa barangay official po kung saan nakalocate yung church. If your beneficiary is a church, you could have it signed by the church leader. Siguro i-scrub nyo na lang yung for community-based, di ba sa baba, yung line, tapos barangay official, ganyan. You could scrub that and just put church leader or beneficiary group leader and have it signed by the pastor or by the priest that you help. Yan.
Okay.
Thank you, JJ.
Thank you. Next is yung documentation na. So, ano yung mga kailangan kong ilagay dito? So, it says online access to photos or videos, may social media album links pa. Ilalagay ko siya dito. What if kami, nagre-record lang kami? Anong ilalagay ko dito?
Try to put the covers, di ba yung pag-post nyo on Facebook or on Spotify. Try to take screenshots of that or kahit yung Spotify page, pag nandun yung album nyo or yung you could take a photo of that and also take photos of your recording. So, okay lang din naman yun. Basta, guys, the key there is you explain what the photo is. Para naman may context pag nakita natin yung picture.
Okay, sabagay. Okay, next. So, there's 3 to 5 of that. And yung list of officers or members, fill in at least 5 kasi minimum of 5. List of beneficiaries. Ito naman din siya. Question kasi kami, podcast. Ilalagay ko dito yung mga listeners namin. Right?
Yes. Those who are giving you testimonials, they're listening in. So try to look at your network. Who's listening in on your podcasts? Just so to keep in touch with them. And to those who are concerned about data privacy, we won't be publishing the numbers of your beneficiaries or of your members. The only thing that we are keeping in track why we're asking this details is because just in case hindi namin makontak yung contact person nyo, you're the next in line that we would call or we would email para kulitin about your entry form. So, for example, those who are asking about our beneficiaries na they didn't allow. So, we allow, that's okay na hindi pinayagan ng beneficiaries or upon request. So, we will always go back to you, lalo na kapag nakapasok kayo for validation interviews, to give us several contact information of your beneficiaries if you didn't put it in the first place upon registering.
Exactly. So, that's it. Ang dali lang naman. Madali lang siya. Nakakaba lang.
And if you have further questions, we are very much responsive on our Facebook page. So you could send us your questions there. And siguro, hey Gian, one question. Good evening po. Ilan na po yung entries sa contest? Good day and stay safe. There are for complete entries, those who actually submitted the full entries were more than 100 already. So, mga naglalaro siya at 110 to 120. I haven't checked yet. Incomplete entries, the safest number would be around 200. So if they would finish all their entries, we are expecting 300 entries in total.
That's a
Hopefully,
lot.
guys, we are actually expecting less bilang naka-quarantine tayo. But, young Filipinos slaying at the time of pandemic.
Exactly.
Thank you, guys. What do you mean org beneficiaries, Miko? If you're helping an organization, say for example a hospital, try to put list of beneficiaries, try to put a contact person of that group. Kunyari, hospital, sino yung sa Hospicio de San Jose? Sino yung tinutulungan nyo sa contact person nyo sa Hospicio de San Jose? Or just siguro, for them to be, recognized in your entry, put them, who are your beneficiaries? Diba? Remember the question, who are your beneficiaries? Try to put there the names of the organizations that you helped. How about
Another
this year lang?
question.
Yes. O Z, ikaw sumagot nito bilang dati kang secretary. How about this year lang, i-implement ang project? Pwede po mag-apply.
Vincent, given that this year, Tayo 18 is specifically for COVID and quarantine responses, yes, you can apply kung ngayon mo lang in-implement. Kasi, yun nga, it's a special
Yes.
year this year.
So, mga quarantine and pandemic responses lang yun i-receive natin this year. And, big disclaimer, we don't accept proposals. This is 10 accomplished youth organizations. We're looking for projects and programs that have already been done or are still doing with asterisk, kailangan may level of impact na. So, may level of reach na katulong na sa ibang tao. There! So, thank you, Z, for sharing the screen with me tonight, for giving us tips. So, if you have questions, you could also visit her. She's part of the secretariat. She can give you tips also, as well as I do.
Yes. I receive a lot of chats as well, actually. And what I say is, I answer them. Pero, pag hindi ko na kaya, please chat the Facebook page.
Z, let's say hi first to Ben. So, ngayon lang naging
Ben is
stable.
back!
Hey, Ben! Yan,
Hi,
very
Ben.
good ka dyan sa mask mo, Ben. Guys, don't forget your masks and your face shields. Hey,
Yes,
Ben,
Ben.
kumusta ka? You're on mute. Ben?
Hi,
Ben?
Ben. Ben?
Ben, do you have tips for those who want to join the search? Si Ben po ay taga Leyte. They already submitted their entry form for Shadow Arts Theater Organization.
Oh, that's
Ben, do you have
interesting.
tips? Yes, do you have tips for our, hopefuls for Tayo 18? Yes, Ben. Nabasa
Ben!
ko yung utak mo, Ben.
Now-
Sabi ni Ben, huwag kayong kabahan in writing your entry form. Kasi even if you're just a small organization, small community organization, all the way from Tawi-Tawi or all the way from Batanes, you can still submit your entry form. There. Thank you again, Z.
Mhm.
For...
May last question pala.
Oh, sure. Sige. Our last
Ayan.
question for tonight. Is there a limit to photo or video submissions if we choose to send a G Drive link? No. You can just send the link of a folder. There's no limit on how many photos or videos you can include in that folder.
Exactly.
Thank you, Z. Thank you again for sharing tonight with me. Ben! Wow.
Thank
Hello
you so
po.
much.
Ben, any last message for those who want to join the search? May tips ka ba?
Ay, nako talaga. Hindi talaga ako makapasok.
Nahirapan
Hello?
ko siya sa internet. Hey, Ben. Ben, may tips ka ba sa mga gustong
Actually,
sumali sa search?
last Opo.
May tips ka ba
Ah,
sa mga gustong sumali
sa
sa Tayo
mga-
18?
ay po. Actually pa, I will give you some background po sa amin. Kami po yung Shadow Arts Set Organization. Kami po yung nagsa-shadow puppetry. Yun po yung aming ginagawa. Yung sumali po kami sa Pilipinas Got Talent, kung nakita po ninyo.
Wow!
Opo. Opo. At saka, yung ano po namin, yung project is Kwento Kanino. So, nag-online workshops kami about tinuturon yung mga bata, yung paano yung shadow puppetry, at saka yung mga visual arts, ganun po.
Wow,
Ayun, kung
so
gusto nyo po yung... Opo. At saka, meron kami mga pa-contest, kasi as of now, meron kami 200 plus beneficiaries. Online po siya. Opo.
Wow, that's nice.
At,
Ben, what are your
po.
tips for those who want to join? Mga kagaya mo na gustong sumali sa Tayo 18.
Kung gusto niyo pong sumali, lagyan niyo lang ng puso yung mga ginagawa ninyo at dedication para maka-inspire din sa mga kabataan. Opo, ganun po.
Thank you, Ben.
Continue.
Thank you for joining.
At last
We
nakapasok po ako
understand-
dito.
Yes, we understand.
Thank you very much.
understand the internet and technical mishaps that happened tonight. But thank you for giving
Opo.
the effort on joining us tonight. And so, for everyone who's still listening, who's with us, thank you. You could still send your questions on our page. We will answer them as soon as we can. And we'd like to promote again. We'd like to promote, if you want to join the search, click this link, join now at tiny.cc/tayo18 form. If you have concerns, may mga error on the website, try sending us a message or download the form at Tayo18 offline form. And before we sign out for tonight, just a quick reminder, there won't be a Tayo Talks online next Friday. There will just be an official search. May isa pong nagtunog unofficial. We will have isa pong official announcement from the search since we will be closing the call for applications on August 18. So for those who want to still join, please write your entries now through this link. If you have questions, send us a message. Again, this is Tayo Talks Online Friday Fam Nights. Good night!
Miyembro ka ba ng isang youth organization? May mga proyekto ba kayong nagawa o ginagawa ngayon para magbigay suporta sa mga kababayan natin sa panahon ng pandemya? Pagkakataon nyo nang sumali sa Search for 10 Accomplished Youth Organizations Awards o TAYO. Ngayong ika-18 taon ng TAYO, nais namin bigyang pagpupugay ang bayanihan ng kabataang Pilipino. Bisitahin lamang ang tayoawards.net/jointayo, fill up ng form at isubmit. Maaari kayong mag-submit ng maraming entries hanggang August 18, 2020. Ang mga tatanghaling awardee ay makakatanggap ng 50,000 pesos na Sea Grant mula sa Coca-Cola Foundation Philippines at San Miguel Corporation. Ano pang hinihintay nyo? Tayo na! Miyembro ka ba ng isang youth organization? May mga proyekto ba kayong nagawa o ginagawa ngayon para magbigay suporta sa mga kababayan natin sa panahon ng pandemya? Pagkakataon nyo nang sumali sa Search for 10 Accomplished Youth Organizations Awards o TAYO. Ngayong ika-18 taon ng TAYO, nais namin bigyang pagpupugay ang bayanihan ng kabataang Pilipino. Bisitahin lamang ang tayoawards.net/jointayo, fill up ng form at isubmit. Maaari kayong mag-submit ng maraming entries hanggang August 18, 2020. Ang mga tatanghaling awardee ay makakatanggap ng 50,000 pesos na Sea Grant mula sa Coca-Cola Foundation Philippines at San Miguel Corporation. Ano pang hinihintay nyo? Tayo na!